Dear viewer, AssaIamu Alaikum. I am Engineer Muhammad Rezaul Haq. Welcome to my Automation Tools YouTube channel. Today, I will discuss about the firmware version setup of a C300 controller. That means the activation of new controller of Honeywell DCS system. The controller is a C300 that is using in our plant. I want to set up this one by firmware setup and activation of this new controller. You see, it is the controller is failed, that does not work properly, so we want to replace this one. For that, we have power off the controller, and see, the running controller is showing that it is the no partner. That means the failed controller is powered off, so it is showing no partner and not synchronized with this. Now we want to change this controller by new one. So I am seeing that the condition of this server, what is showing that this controller is showing that is power off. This is secondary controller does not getting any information because it is power off. So we want to change this one. Now we open this controller from the base, then it will replace by new one. You see, we are removing. You have the 3 screw, both sides have 2 screw. It is the base connected and another middle screw. Now we open, slowly we open, and see, it is the base of this controller. It is the TOCN, that means that a base card. It is the, we have to, in the new controller we have to be matching the leg, that is same or okay, but it is not a different leg, we cannot be insert in the base system. Also you have to check the version of this controller. You see, it is the old controller and it is the new controller. We have to matching this one. If it is not the part number of the version is not same, then it cannot be synchronized. So we have to check this one, that is the same part number or same version or not. It is same, and now we to inserting it in the base point. It have to be pushed in slowly motion, that it cannot be, if we can make a harder, then it can be damaged or cannot be inserted in the bases properly. So it is slowly, you have to be insert this one. Then after inserting, we have to tighten the screw of this controller. It have 3 screw, one in middle screw, and two of the 2 side of the have the 2 screw. So we tighten this one the same properly. After completing the replacement, we power on the controller and see what's the showing in the server. You see, now our replacement work is complete. Now we power on the transmit controller. Now it get initializing. After initialize, we can check what's the condition in the new controller. It is the most important, the activation of this new controller after replaced by old one. You see, it initialize. You see, initialize completed and showing the version expansion. It is showing this one. This IP address also is showing, but you see it ALIF mode. You see, ALIF mode, ALIF mode. That means the controller is active, but it does not have any firmware, any application program in this controller. It is secondary is okay. It sorry, ALIF also okay, because it does not work now, because no program is available inside inside this controller. We have to set up this program. Also, you see the server in secondary controller, you select the secondary controller, go to policy, not showing anything. That means that it does not have any firmware version of personal. Now we have to set up the firmware. How can you set up this one? We have to use the engineering tools, C tools. So you have to go to the computer and then go to the C drive, then go to the program files, go to program files. You see, program file 86, then go to the Honeywell folder. Then after Honeywell folder, we can find out the we open it. That means then you go to the experience P case. It is the most important to you have to use the C tools. Then go to the engineering tools. We have to be use C tools software that used to set up the firmware of this controller. So go to engineering, then go to the engineering tools, then go to the system. Now we have to go to system. I am saying it slowly because you can understand easily. Then we go to the firmware. Then go to the C tools. You see, C tools. Then double click on these C tools. Then it will connect and see the condition of all the IO card and the controller with them. You see, in C tools it is getting information from this controller. In this primary controller is showing is okay, and second getting information from the secondary controller is showing alif, state is alif. It must be shown in the OK mode, and you see the application version is erased. That means the no application program or firmware is available in this controller. We have to set up this one. You see, I have pointing you. Notice the point of that it is showing erase. Erase means that means that does not have any program inside this controller. So we have to be set up the firmware or load firmware version or load firmware. We have to done this one. So I will show you step by step. Please attention to the process. First we have to be select the controller. You select controller. Then we right side is show the load firmware. Press on load firmware. Then it shows the image option showing is available. It is 20 ms and 50 ms. It is the 50 ms for the C300 controller. We have to select, then press the OK button, and then you see in the controller side is showing that it is showing the shutting down. That means that our load firmware work is going on and the controller is the shutdown mode. First we control the shutdown, 100% shutdown. You see, it is a progress also is showing in the percentage mode. You should only 10% is or 12% is going on. First, the controller is shut down. That means the most important thing is that after replace the C300 controller of Honeywell DCS system by new controller, then we have to be the new controller does not have any firmware, does not have any program not available in this controller. So we have to be set up the firmware function. Firmware setup, we have to set up firmware. Now the controller in this to set up this firmware, we have to be use the C tools that are available in the. You see, now it's showing the loading, shutdown complete and loading boot. You see, burning boot, loading boot, and after that the burning boot. That means the inside boot is replacing. You see, it is showing burning boot, load boot complete, and now burning boot and loading application. Now it is showing that it is showing loading application. That means from the image burning apps, it also loading apps completed. Now it's showing burning apps. That means the image file 50 ms. It is all the application is available. So now it is going to this controller. You see, burning apps in the status of this controller is also showing the right side corner. You see, in the controller side, and it is the server side. That's already we are setting the load firmware setup. Burning apps, we go to burning apps mode. Now it is a program. It is a burning apps. Controller is also changing the different state. You see, now rebooting. You see, now controller will reboot. You see, rebooting. Controller is rebooting, and also it's showing that means the loading firmware load that means loading apps, that means burning apps, so all is completed. Now controller is rebooting. That means it's getting ready. You see, controller is rebooting mode. It taking some time to rebooting. That means on the power on and off, and the same procedure in the rebooting. It take initialize, and all the function will be loaded. So you see, it rebooting nearly completed. You see, getting version information. It means that's complete. In the controller side, you're saying that showing the backup mode and not is synchronized with the same firmware version, backup and showing backup, and you see it being must be application version and the load version must be same with the both controllers. Now you show it is a try to, it is backup and not synchronized, showing in now it is try to synchronize with the running primary controller. You see, it takes some time to synchronize with the primary one. You go to the controller and showing in the redundancy mode, you can see that now we check the properties and what is the happening in this condition. And in this condition, in the redundancy tab, we can see that the controller is synchronizing with the primary one. In this where you see it is the synchronizing mode and the synchronization progress, it is enabled, direct compatible, and then percentage is showing that is also synchronizing. It is already near to complete synchronization. You see, percentage is increasing in synchronization, and in the status bar is showing synchronization in progress. Now sync program is showing that is one. It is completed synchronization. Now it is synchronized program. It is 71% is already completed. It is become 100%. Then the synchronization will be complete. We are checking the device parameter. It is secondary. Secondary, that means the backup one. After synchronization, the work will be completed. You see, 92% is already complete. It will go to the 100%. You see, synchronized is complete. That means our controller is synchronized with the new one. So dear friend, I try to show you how can we change the new controller and firmware setup version. If it is very helpful, please subscribe my channel. Also like, comment and share. No more today. AssaIamu Alaikum. Press the bell icon. Also like, comments and share. Thanks for watching.